Hello there, everybody, and today for Batman the Animated Series, I'm reviewing Day of the Samurai. So, this is a sequel from the last time we saw the Ninja, Night of the Ninja. So, this episode's definitely really good, even though some people think the animation doesn't look good in this episode as I watched a review of it. But, on rewatch, I still like this episode. This episode, I would say I remember the most when I watched it on the hub. This felt like a sort of finale to like the whole ninja arc of this show, but we would get another episode that's similar with Ra's al Ghul, which I'll get into in the future. But this is where Batman Sensei's granddaughter gets kidnapped by Kyudai, who has returned because he's looking for a scroll so he can learn some special technique that he can use to take out Batman with. And with that, he wants to take out Batman and his sensei. So that's what he does, and it leads the sensei to contact Batman, and he decides to go to Japan with Alfred, and the two do arrive to figure out what's going on, and it leads to a goose chase between Batman and Kyudai, and he does manage to save the granddaughter, of course. But it does lead to a slow fight between the two until we later get to the big final where the two fight on the mountain. But what I really do like about this episode is that they're exploring Batman's origin just a little bit, where we learn how Batman learned to do martial arts and what his lifestyle was. I mean, we didn't get to see a flashback of when he was doing martial arts in this episode. We more see that in like later episodes where we see a younger Bruce Wayne. But what really goes on is that we do see a flashback of the sensei learning the technique when Batman starts to discover what this technique could be. And he's able to find like a dummy of this special move that Kyudai is trying to use. But during this, Kyudai manages to kidnap Alfred, and it leads to Batman to meet up with him on a mountain. And this is probably my favorite fight scene in this whole show. This is where Kyudai says that they must fight man to man. And they take their mask off. I was always fascinated by this scene. Like, Batman literally has to take his mask off just to fight a ninja. And he's able to figure out Bruce's Batman. He even tells the sensei that Kyudai was able to figure out his secret identity. But once he does take the mask off, they're ready to fight. But they start fighting for a little bit until the fight gets heated. Once Kyudai is able to use the special move on Batman, and we think Batman died during the fight. He even makes a loud moan. But it turns out Batman faked it, and he gets back up, and he tells Kyudai that his special technique does not work at all. And the two manage to fight it out some more on the mountains, but lava starts to erupt as a volcano starts to come in. And Kyudai manages to jump onto a boulder, and Batman tries to save him by throwing a grapple for him to tightrope walk on, but he just kicks it in the lava, and his fate is left unknown, as we can just assume he died, since I don't think we see him ever again in the show. But Batman manages to save Alfred in the nick of time, and the two are able to go home, and he figures out that Batman just put like some chest piece under his suit to protect him from getting hit by Kyudai's special technique. And that's how he was able to survive, which I thought was a clever way to do it. So he was basically able to find a plan to take out Kyudai. But yeah, we don't see Kyudai, like I said. It would have been cool to see the character again, but we do see someone that's much bigger threat than Kyudai, that being Ra's al Ghul. But Batman does say goodbye to his old master, and the two head off. And so yeah, that's this episode. Day of the Samurai is definitely a good one. The animation doesn't look amazing in this episode. It didn't really bother me, but after watching a review of it for Batman, I could definitely tell that there were some animation differences from other episodes. But I didn't think it ruined my experience with this episode, for sure, since I did like seeing Batman go to Japan. I thought that was a lot of fun than what he usually does when he's in Gotham. But it was different to see like a different type of villain than the usual Joker, Riddler, Mr. Freeze, like all those villains. It's a nice change of pace with Batman versus the Ninja, which I thought was cool. But overall, I'd probably give this episode probably just an 8 out of 10. Maybe that's a little too high, but that's my opinion. But the next episode, I think, is a Man-Bat episode, so be on the lookout for that. So, I also forgot to mention the granddaughter in this episode. I thought her character was cool. We do see her practice some martial arts in this episode, but she doesn't actually return until Batman Beyond, where she's a lot older, and she's able to help Terry McGinnis in a little mission that he's in. I forget what episode it is, since it's been forever since I watched Batman Beyond. But maybe if I rewatch Batman Beyond one day, I'll probably get to that episode for sure. So, yeah, I don't think I got anything else to say about this episode. So, anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time.